Here's your wild card story, mixing nighttime taxi vibes, a quirky character, and a hint of crime, all grounded in a realistic style for an American audience. The Hitchhiker's Tip. It was 1 a.m. in Vegas, the desert air still warm and buzzing with that restless strip energy. I was off the clock, done with a 10-hour shift of ferrying drunks and high rollers, and pulled into an Arco off Paradise Road to gas up. My cab's meter was dark, keys dangling from my hand, when he came out of nowhere, a guy in a tattered suit, wild hair sticking up like he'd been electrocuted, barreling toward me from the shadows. Before I could react, he yanked open the back door and threw himself inside. "Downtown, now," he said, voice sharp and clipped, tossing something onto the dash, a $100 chip from Caesar's, glinting under the station lights. I blinked, pump nozzle still in my hand, and leaned into the window. "Hey, man, I'm off duty. Find another ride." He didn't budge, just leaned forward, eyes wide and darting. "Drive, or we're both screwed. Please." His suit was rumpled, tie loose, and a sheen of sweat glistened on his forehead. I cursed under my breath, last thing I needed was some nut job, but that chip looked real, and his panic felt too raw to fake. Against every instinct, I slid into the driver's seat, started the engine, and pulled out, the gas pump forgotten. We hit the 515, neon blurring past, and he finally talked. "I'm a card counter," he said, catching his breath. "Been working blackjack at Caesar's all night, cleaned M out for 20 grand. Pit boss clocked me, sent muscle to the back exit. Barely got out." He held up his hands, knuckles bruised and scuffed, one still losing a little red. "Had to slug my way through. They're pissed." I smirked, glancing at him in the rearview. "So you're a genius with a death wish? Nice combo." He didn't laugh, just rubbed his hands together, staring out the window like he expected a goon squad to peel out of every side street. The chip sat heavy on the dash. $100 was a hell of a tip for a ride I didn't even want to take, but my gut said this wasn't over. We neared Fremont Street, the old Vegas glow lighting up the windshield, when he leaned close, voice dropping low. "Listen good, don't pick up anyone in a red jacket tonight. They're looking for me, and now you're on their radar. Keep moving, stay clean." Before I could process that, he shoved the door open at a stoplight, bolted across the street, and vanished into the crowd, suit flapping, hair bouncing like a madman's halo. I sat there, light turning green, horns blaring behind me, that chip staring me down. I snatched it, pocketed it, and drove off, head spinning. Red jackets? Radar? What the hell had I stumbled into? I wasn't even working, but now I was paranoid. Every guy in a crimson windbreaker or tacky blazer had me swerving lanes, checking mirrors. I cashed the chip at a corner store later, real as rain, crisp $100 bill in my hand, but spent the rest of the night circling, dodging fares, half convinced some casino thug was tailing me. Never saw him again. No red-jacketed enforcers showed up either, thank God. But that $100 sits in my glove box now, a little trophy from the weirdest non-fare I ever took. Every time I gas up late, I scan the lot, half expecting another wild-haired hustler to jump in and turn my night upside down. Vegas, man, it never lets you clock out easy. Every journey comes to an end, but the stories never stop. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe and join us on new journeys. There are many more incredible stories of life behind the wheel to come.